Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to be talking about plan like a pro, how to manage travel arrangements for your clients as a virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, there are times when you can be employed to manage a client's travel issues. There are a lot of people who travel a lot. All they have to do is employ somebody online who will help them to manage their reservations, manage and book their bookings, and of course manage the whole of their travels. Now there are some people who travel like 2-3 times in a week to different countries. They won't be the one to settle down to plan all those traveling. Sometimes they hire specialists, hire experts, people like you as a virtual assistant to help them do this. How do you do this as a virtual assistant? And in today's class, I'm going to be taking you step by step to explain to you how to actually manage his travel arrangement using your phone. Of course, I have a video. I will be putting the link in the video description how to do it from your laptop. Please, I advise you to also watch that video as much as watching this one from beginning to the end, because there may be some things I'm touching there that I won't be touching here because of phone and all of that, but I'm going to ensure that I try to touch all of them. But for benefit of doubt, please kindly watch the two videos. All right, now I just make a short presentation here. It's just about 5 slides or 4 slides. I'm going to be telling you what it is before I'll now show you practically how to do it. All right, so how to plan like a pro. So the next thing is, now before you plan somebody's travel arrangement, you need to have enough information on how to go about it. So to do that, you have to go to Google Form and create a Google Form. After this presentation, I'm going to show you shortly how to go to Google Form. But if you have been following this course from the beginning on Google Workspace tools, I taught you how to create a Google Form. All right, so create a Google Form with these questions. When then your client fills them and give them back to you, you can now use those information to plan his travel arrangements. All right, so the questions you'll be putting on that Google Form is: what is the travel date, the departure and the return, the destination, what city, the specific venue, what is his budget, the preferred airline that he likes, what is the class, what seating arrangements does he like, does he like to sit at the side of the airplane or the back, the front, or the middle, or all of that. Then the preferred class of hotel he will want. Of course, if he's traveling to Paris, for example, in Paris he will likely book a hotel if he doesn't have a house. So what kind of hotels does he like, what kind of bed, what kind of bed type, what kind of rooms, etc. Then what is his health condition, what kind of food does he eat? All right, and then the purpose of the travel is for what? Is it business, is it leisure, is it medicals, etc. And then the travel times, when does he like to travel? Does he like to travel in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? And then what is the travel policy to that particular country? You have to get all this information in the Google Form. These are the questions that will enable you to plan them, like I'm going to be showing you how to do them practically now. All right, so let's continue. Now, the basic requirement that it takes for anyone to travel outside of the country is a visa. All right, sorry, the first one I put here is a valid passport. The person needs a valid passport, and you need to submit that passport for 4 to 6 days for processing. Of course, you are a virtual assistant. Most of these things are done online. You'll be submitting these informations on the website. Let's say he likes British Airways, so you go to British Airways website and submit all of this information. There are avenues to do all of this. And then of course you need to get your visa, and then of course you submit it 4 to 6 days for processing. And then the next thing he needs is a valid passport, all right, valid visa, sorry. So you have to research on the official website to check to see if somebody is going to Paris, what are the requirements to enter that country, what are the requirements to visit that country, what are the requirements to get a visa that will take the person to that country and back. You need to research on this, and for you to do that, which I'm going to be showing you so as well practically, you need to take note that there are a lot of websites that does not give legit information on this. This topic I'm teaching you is a professional topic. If you are being hired in this role, you will pay high, and your job needs professionalism. So you need to take time to ensure that whatever you are doing is professional. All right, so you need to check if you are checking, let's say British Airways, for example, you need to check on official websites of British Airways. If you are checking on, let's say, Peace Airways, you need to check on the official website. If you want to check for Paris, you need to check the official website of Paris Airways. Alright, you need to check that. So you can check on embassy website, official website, immigration website, and when you are searching on Google, you can also put .gov to get the right website. So let's say you are searching information about Paris. So all you have to do is just go to the website and see Paris exit requirement or Paris visa requirement. Then you now put .gov. I will show you that shortly. That .gov will separate all the website and gives you only government approved website in Paris for you to search, because there are a lot of bloggers who are out there also making articles just to get money, and their own information may not be correct. But when you go to the official website of Paris or any of these official websites, you will get accurate information, and it's very important. You won't like to make mistakes with someone who travels all over the country, all right, all over the world. All right, so you can also check on IATAtravelcenter.com. However, IATAtravelcenter.com is an organization, or is a group that manages all airlines. All right, it manages all airlines. So you can also check there. I'm going to be showing you that shortly. And then, of course, what is his travel health? There are some countries that if you are HIV positive, you can't enter there. There are some countries that they need to, if you have, let's say, flu, you can't enter there. There are some countries that if you have let's say COVID-19, you can't enter there. So you need to know the health condition of your boss, and you also have to know the health requirements to enter a particular country. So that is that. And then your slides, you will now create your slide presentation featuring these things: the introduction, the entry level, which you are going to be showing live in this video. I will try as much as possible to keep this video short, because I explain more in the video on how to do it with a laptop. I would like you to check in the video description to actually get that video and watch it to the end as well. It would not cost you any harm to go through the two video. You might be getting one or two things that I miss in that both of them. There are things I miss there that I may not miss here. There are things I will miss here that I will not miss there. All right, all, whether phone or laptop, you can do them watching the two videos. Now, if you create a slide presentation, your slide presentation is going to capture all these things you just mentioned, and then I will show you step by step how to create each of the slide. Now, for slide presentation, some people like PowerPoints, some people like Google Slide, like I taught you the second day. But for this class, I'm going to be teaching you how to use Canva, because Canva have a lot of good templates, and it's also one of the fast growing platform that you can use for slide presentation. I gave that video in the last class, and I want you to get a Canva Pro account completely for free. You are not paying me any dime. Just follow the step-by-step guide. It's a very short video, and you get your Canva Pro account. Whether you have a Canva Pro account or not, you can do what I'm about to do. All right, so this is what your slides will are, and that will be all for this presentation. Now I want to show you practically how to do it. Now I'll come back to my Chrome. And I want to start. When you want to start travel arrangement, the first thing is called research. You have to research all those information I've been talking about, like for example the exit requirements, the entry requirements. All right, you have to search almost of these things. So to do that, I'll come to a new browser and I will type Paris entry and exit requirement, or either I type Paris entry and exit requirements and then I put .gov. Either I type this or I simply type Paris visa application requirements. All right, I click on continue. The reason why I'm putting .gov is so that to select and show me only websites that are under that belongs to Paris, so that I can find legit information. So let me zoom out. Sorry, not interested. Let me zoom out, and you can see that this first one here is francevisas.gov. So this first website here is France website. If I scroll down, this one here is travel.state.gov. It's also a Department of State, US Department of State, but we are not talking about US, we are talking about France. Then Embassy of Nigeria, Paris, if you want to go from Nigeria to Paris. And then this one is France.com, general information. So let me click on this first one here, and then it will open the slide. Now if you open the slide, you will see all this information. For stay equal to, see, you can just glance through all this information. My duty is not to bring out all this information. I'm just showing you how to do it. If you can't find most of all this information here, it's for you to go back and find it. But of course, you can see that this is a government approved website, so you can now find the requirements it takes to get a visa or to enter into France. All right, so when you get all this information, you now write them down. Either you write them down on your notepad or anywhere you want to write them down. So ensure that you do all this research in order to get this information. But either you put .gov, or you can put let's say we put Paris immigration website. Then you click there, you can go to Paris immigration website. Let's see, they still give us this first website here as one of the first, but you still have parisimmigration.com. So you can just click them, go there and pick information that are relevant to you, that you need to create that slide presentation. All right, so we are done with this part of research. We are going to come back to Google to do more research, but that's when we have started creating the slide. All right, so to do that, all I have to do is I will have to continue what we need to do. So once you have gotten this preliminary information, you can now go to Canva and of course now start the slide presentation. Remember, if you don't want to use Canva, you can use Google Slide, or you can use PowerPoint, depending on anyone you want to use. But as a virtual assistant, you share more of links. So PowerPoint, I don't like PowerPoint because you share more of links. If you create with Google Slide, you can share the link with your boss, he will see what you are doing. If you create with Canva, you can share with a link. But if you create PowerPoint, you can't share links, you can only share the documents. All right, so now let's use, for this class, of course I've told you I'll be using Canva because Canva is what I've been using. So to do that, we just come to here and then let's click another tab and come here and type Canva, and then Canva, click on Canva, sign in rather, and it brings me to Canva. All I have to do is I can click here and type travel arrangements beautiful presentation template. All right, that's one of the advantages of using Canva. It has a lot of templates. All right, so we are still under, let me put it under main templates. So we have all of these, and then you can see that these are all the templates. See them, they are looking like a travel presentation, this presentation, so if you like any of them, this is a pro account. That's why all of these are not having any crown. If you see anyone that have a king or a crown, it means that it's pro. That's why you need to get that pro account for free. I got this for free, I didn't pay for it, and I'm showing the method. The video link is in the video description. So I can now, let's say I like this one here, I can click on which one do I like here? Okay, let's say I like this one here, I can click on it. Immediately I click on it, they ask me customize this template. So I'm going to click on customize template, and then you can see that the template is now here. So I can now change most of this. So I can now click it. Let's say from that Google form that you fill for your boss, he feels that the purpose of the travel is a business trip. So you can just come here and put, this is a cover page, right? Or remember the slides we talked about that. Let me show you quickly. Let me show you this from here. Sorry, let me show you from here. The first slides that we need to create is what? Introduction. And that's why we have this in, sorry, I did not click the lighting again. Okay, that's why we have this. The first one here is business introduction. That is the first slide here is for the introduction. So if you say the travel is business, you can now put business trip. Just ensure, you can see that this slide looks beautiful, right? It's just for you to, you know, do it very shortly. All right, so you can see, you can edit this, you can put your boss name, you can present it by, not your name, everything should be your boss. So you can put the thing here, and then of course in moving to the next clip, you can put everything that you move. You can even import pictures here, but I'm just showing you how to use a template. There's another one I will use in teaching you so that to not waste us time. All right, but watch the video on the form, how they how to use it on PC. That's where I do most of all these things, and then I'm just showing you how to use your phone to do it. Then here you can click the next slide. This presentation outline. All right, of course you can see that from here we have that what we have here is entry and exit requirements, filter. We don't have outline, is table of content is last. but I will show you why it's last. All right, but in this one that they have here is second. We still put it second, but I put it on the slide last because that's the last thing you will actually create, not the second thing. All right, but it will be in the second page. I don't know whether I'm making sense, but when we get there you will understand. So here you can now put, here you can type, you can put the outline, all right, like I just put. I will show you shortly. And then here as well, you can see the topic number. It is just all these slides, you can edit all of them, can edit all of them, can edit all of them, can edit all of them. Now if you want to create a slide in between of this slide, all right, you can, there's a plus sign. I don't know, it's very tiny. There's a plus sign you are seeing in between this slide. Just click on the plus sign and then you can see add a page. You click on add a page and a blank page has been added to you. That's if you need an extra page if you're on from phone. If you're on from laptop, I showed how to do that simply. All right, so if you come here again, if you want to add a page to here, you can click on it and then you can see, you can click on the plus sign, ensure that that plus sign is highlighted, then click on plus, that plus sign that is in between each of them. All right, so that is it. If you want to duplicate this, if you want to duplicate this slide, you click on the slide and check this icon. You will see this icon, this second one, this one here is plus, then this one here, second one that looks like 2 is how to duplicate this slide. You can click on duplicate slide and the slide has been duplicated. All right, so if I come here, you can see that it's still the same. If I come here, it's still the same because I duplicated them. So if you want to duplicate them, that's how to do it. If you want to insert another clean plain one, that's how to do it. So the colors are here like this. Now in this color like this, if you want to change the colors of this background, you can also change the colors by clicking here on the background. And when you click on the background, you can see this one here showing white. This icon here, this icon here is showing white. That's because that's the color. So if I choose another color, it has changed the total background of this particular slide. If I choose this one, it changed the total background. If I choose this one, it changed the total background. Here you can see the color is here somewhere here, right? Okay, the color is there. Now one thing that makes slide presentation beautiful is how you combine colors, and how you combine elements. All right, so you have to take note of that. So this is how to do it. Says how to do it, and then when you are done, you can now forward it to him. So I just showed you how to use a slide presentation template, so you can choose from available template here and use. But for now, let me show you how to do it, how the ones I've been doing using to teach students, and how it's supposed to look like. All right, so I'll come to my template, and then let me choose this medical on. And then this is the slide. This slide was created from a laptop, but of course, because I'm using my phone and my laptop is connected to my phone, my email, everything is connected, I can access anything that is on my laptop from my phone. That's how I'm accessing it here. So you can see this thing I used in teaching the previous student, that was a live class. We have medical trip. All right, you can see that we have this is a medical trip, and the only thing I did was that Ominarata Dennis, CEO of Express Tech. So the person who is traveling is Ominarata Dennis, and is the CEO of Express Tech Academy. And then all I have to do was go to Google and type medical trip. Let me come here and type medical trip beautiful images. I don't know, whenever I'm looking for something good, I always like putting beautiful. Then I'll come to image, and then from image you can see that these are all the images here. So I'll just choose one that I like. Let's say I like this one, I'll just choose it. All right, and then, or let me say I like this one, I'll just choose it like this, click on it, and then I'll just hold this like this. That is, hold it, press it and hold, and then click on download image, and then the image has been downloaded. So I'll come back to my Canva and then come here. So if I want to delete this image, I'll just click on it and delete it. Sorry, click on this image, delete it. Sorry, is deleting instead of is duplicating instead of delete. But you can see delete up here in this 2 dotted line. Just click on delete, and I want to delete it. Click on delete, click on here again, click on delete, and it has been completely deleted. Now let me bring in that new image that I downloaded. So all I have to do, you can see down here, we have upload. Please check properly. You can pause the video and check. You can click on upload, and then I can now click on upload files, and then I can now go to my device, and then I can now click on files. Then this is the image I just downloaded, stock photo. Click on it, then the image has been here. So all I have to do is click on the image, and the image is now in my distance. So what I need to do is I need to remove the background of this image, because if you check the previous image that was here, I removed the background. So you can either go to remove bg, remove.bg, and remove your images from there, or if you have a Canva Pro account, you can remove images, you can remove the background of an image from that account. It's simple. You don't need to go to any external website. So if remove.bg is not working for you, just check on Google website to remove background image. Some of them will come out. You upload your image, remove the background, download it back. All right, it's pretty simple. But me, I have a pro account, and that's why I want you to get that pro account. The video link is in the video description. You get the pro account, and then when you get the pro account, you can actually remove the background from here. So let me close this thing from here, and then I will check here, and you can see select, adjust, bg remover. I have bg remover, so I can click on it, and then it's currently scanning that image to remove the background. All right, so it has removed the background completely, and then I'll just have to resize it a little, and then keep it properly. So just look for beautiful images and ensure that this is good. Of course, you can change the background of this. See the color here. You can see that the color is here. I can click on this color, and I can put it on white. I can put it on this. I can put it on this, and all of that. So that's how to do it. This is what I did in the last class. Then the second slide is going to be exit and how they call entry and exit requirement, and this is how you are going to arrange it. You are going to arrange it as entry requirement, exit requirement, then all the requirement you got from that website, you are going to align them like this, and then align them the way I just aligned them. Or how do you bring a test to align? So let me click on this, Jennifer, and delete it. So click on delete. Now to bring in a test, you can see that on this place, if I click on this, maybe of course you can see that here the things are like this. Let's say you have a new page and you want to click a test. Remember how I taught you how to add a new page? So if you come here and click on the plus sign, click on test, you can see that we have a new page, and on the downside we have test. So you can add a test by clicking on it, and then they're asking us whether we want to add a big heading, a small heading. So we want to put a big heading, and then here we can now put entry requirements. All right, for example, entry requirements, and then once we are done, we can click on it, click outside, click on it, you can hold it and drag it here. You can hold it by the sides to remove it, to reduce it. Right, so let me zoom in, hold it and reduce it. All right, hold it by the side and reduce it and keep it here. Then you can duplicate it, and then here bring it down, double click inside and change to, let's say, number 1 passport, for example, and all of that. So that is how to achieve this writing inside of it. So of course you can see that this is how to arrange it like this, and of course I've shown you how to bring in a test to do that. So just be duplicating after you have created the first test. Then the next one is the flight and transit details. Of course you need to know how much it costs, because that's why you're asking for budgeting. All right, you're asking for budgeting. You have to know the flight it costs, where are you booking that flight, what the information about that flight, the price of the flight, when it's moving, and every other information. You just have to use your own IQ to know how to arrange them properly. But I think I arranged them properly in the video on how to use it, use with laptop. So if you watch that video, to give you an edge on how to do it, but if you watch from there, you can just know how to arrange them here. It's pretty simple. So the next slide we have is the destination guide. All right, no, we don't need this one, please. We don't need this one. Then the accommodation. This is where I want to actually hammer more. Now let's come back to our slide. Let's come back to our slide, and then let's see. We have done introduction, entry and exit requirement, flight and transit details, and the next thing we need to do, which is very important, and I want to show you how to do it, is accommodation, city attraction, food and restaurants, car rentals. 4 things: city attraction, car rentals, and in fact even social norms. You need to know how to do the research properly. All right, so you also need to research that one before you can come to your presentation and arrange them. Now let me show you how to do that research before I show you how to do it in the slide presentation. Go to Google and type Google Map. All right, go to Google and type Google Map and click on send, and then click on the first link, that is Google Map, map.google.com. and another map.google.com, it has loaded you complete, and this is here. So you are not using any VPN, you are not using anything, it just brings you here. All you have to do is click on the search button and you can type what we want to type first is accommodation, beautiful hotels, either if that's what he wants, hotels in Paris, France. All right, beautiful hotels in Paris, France, and I click on enter. And when I click on enter, Google Map will bring a lot of them. You can see them. You can see a lot of them. They are very beautiful. There are a lot of them. Hotel La Comtesse, all these things, they are French languages. So you can see the pictures of the hotels and everything. All I want you to do is select three that you think are beautiful for him, so that from those three he will now choose one. And how do you do that? To do that, you can click on any of them, like this one. I can click on it like this, it opens it, and if I scroll down, I will see the amount they charge. I will see how to book it, booking.com, expedia.com, etc. All right, so you can also click on view prices, see more information, the phone number to contact, their website, and all of that. So one thing I need you to do is that I need you to go directly to their website. So let's say this is their website. I will click on it and it will take me directly to Four Seasons. That's the name of the hotel, and it brings us here. This is the name of the hotel. One thing I want you to do from here is download some of these images, or you can screenshot them. Download images of the beautiful things there. Download as many images as possible. Download them. From here you can get their phone number, from here you can get their email, and then all of that. So that's how to get an accommodation. Once you get them, screenshot them, get even videos if you want. Get videos too, they are still good. So when you get videos, remember the name of the website because you'll be needing it. And then once you get all the information, like the images of the beautiful look of the hotel, the inside of the hotel, the phone number, the email, the website, you can now come back. Now when we come back, we will now go and click another one again. All right, so let me just click on continue again. So I'll now choose another hotel, choose another one again, and then take the same information, different information for at least three of the hotels, then keep them. All right, now let me do the research for the research of a car renters. That's car renting is if he's in Paris. If he does not have a house in Paris, it means that he will not have a personal car there, so he will be using a car that is renting, that's rented. All right, so you have to also check for how to book a car that is rented. So you can come here and can choose best car renters in Paris, France. Now the reason why I'm putting Paris, France is because, for example, I'm making this video from Abuja. All right, so if you want to actually if I want to go to, my client want to go to Lagos, what I would type on Google is Lagos, best car renters in Lagos, Nigeria, not just best car renters in Nigeria. So you are going to France. Where is it going to in France? Maybe it's Paris. So you now put Paris in France. If it's going to London in England, you can put London in England. All right, so that's that. So you can see we have location, we have all these car renters, all of them here. All I want you to do again, click on the website, go to the website, get all the information that you need, and then we could go back to the slide presentation. But you also get three different car renters with their prices, with everything that he needs. One is their prices, the pictures to see how beautiful they look, the phone number, and everything. All right, so the next thing is we need to also look for best I think site attraction, city attraction. Maybe after his business he need to take a tour to see one or two things before he comes back. You can also put city attraction in Paris. Don't put renters, please. Please have can click on enter, and it will also give you all the information there. You can see all these, take some pictures, get some of these videos, and then put in the slide for him to look at. Also choose at least 3 of these places so they can be able to choose from them. All right, so the video is becoming long, so let me try to round up. All right, so the last one is restaurants. So restaurants in France. We have best restaurants in Paris, France. Click on enter, and then you can see a lot of restaurants. All I want you to do is go there, search for good food. And then one thing I want you to understand in searching for good food in those restaurants is that you have to know the country your client is coming from, and you know the kind of food he wants. Of course, he must have given you that through that Google form. So you have to know the kind of food he wants to eat, the kind of food he likes. So when you're coming to this website, you are checking specifically for that food, how much they sell it and how they make it. All right, so immediately you get all those information, at least get information of the beautiful outlook of the hotel, how they make their food, the cost of the rooms and all of that. Once you are done with this research on Google Map, you can now return to your Google slide to continue. To do that, now if you already have the form, you can do all this research first before you go to Canva, so they will not give you a lot of time like that. So the reason why I did part of the research from the beginning and come here is because of I'm teaching. Right? If as me I was doing it for a client, I will not do this. What I will just do is simply do the overall research based on the information he gives me before I will now go to Canva and do everything at once. All right, so to do that again, I'll come back. So we are done. So I'll just navigate away from this Google Map, come back here, return back to my Canva, and then this is the presentation, and this is how the presentation is going to look. So let me click it and see. So this is how you're going to arrange it. You're going to arrange it as accommodation, arrange it beautifully. This is not looking nice at all. So B&B, the first hotel was, let's say, B&B hotel. What is the cost? 130k per night. Then these are the pictures of the hotel. Upload the pictures. Of course, I taught you how to upload the pictures by coming here. Let me click here, and then of course you can check on the ground here. You see where you see upload pictures. I have uploaded a picture here before, so they shouldn't give you any time in uploading pictures, please, because especially if you put your phone on desktop site. All right, so how to do is just put the source, and then you put the source is Google Map. What you need to do is you can put the source as Google Map, and you can also put the website of that particular company. All right, so to link it, you understand that source Google Map is, there is no link here, right? There's no link here, but it's showing an underline, so showing that it's underlined. So I did not paste the link here. I simply write source Google Map and link and put the link inside of it, and that's what I want to teach you how to do, right? So to do that, you can just type in source Google Map. For example, let me just duplicate this instead of typing, and I'll just put the other website. So website, I'll put the website as well. So if you put source Google Maps, you can also put the name of that website. The name of the other website was 4 reasons, and then that is it. Let me click on the other side, take it to the other side, and then I'm going to highlight it. All right, I'll highlight it, but before I will highlight it, I'll have to go to that website and copy the name of that website. So let's say this is the name of the website. All I have to do is that click on it, and I'll see copy link address. I'll copy the link address, but of course you are copying it from the same, directly from the website. So I'll come here, just ensure that you copy the right website. So here I'll highlight and then select all inside, and all I have to do is click on there is a place to link. You can see this coil something here. After the B, this big letter B, the small I, underline U, and then the next one there is link. The next one there is link. Click on it, and it's already showing no, that the next one is not link, please. That one is crossed. There is a link here, this first one here. So once you have already highlighted it, you now come down and you can see this first one here, this coil link you are seeing here. I can't so once you highlight it like this, you can now come down, and then under this one you can see that we have B. To your left, you see we have A with different colors. We have this circle here, and this one here is showing a link. Click on it. You can see what I clicked, and it's asking us to insert the link, display the link. So I can now click here and then put that link there. So when I put the link there, I'll click on apply. When I click on apply, immediately the website 4 reasons has been underlined. So I can now hold it again. Let me click on done, please. I don't know what this is doing. Hold it and drag it, take it to the right source. I know that it may be confusing for how I did it, but I want you to rewatched it. All right, I want you to rewatch the video so you can be able to understand what I just did here. So I will link one again so that you understand. So if your client come here and say, oh, this is a website 4 reasons, all they have to do is click on it, and if he clicks on it very well, if you send it to him, it will take him directly to that website. That's how to do linking. You don't have to be pasting the link here. All right, so let me do it again. So how you have to do is click on it. For the second website that you got, this one here, I got the name of the website, the course, the pictures. If you have videos, you can add, and then the source, the Google, everything information that he needs are here. All right, the numbers are with you already, except he wants them to add. You, of course, you can add the numbers, the email, everything here if he wants to. Then the second website for the accommodation, the second hotel, like remember I told you to choose 3, right? The second one, you can put it here. So you can click here, duplicate it, and write all the dummy stuff, import your images, do whatever you want to do. And then let's say you want to link this link here, highlight it first. Right, just click on it and double click on it and highlight. When you highlight, let me click. If you highlight it like this, you see it's even showing us how they call, there should be a link. You see link here, click on link, and then here we can now put the link inside. Once you put the link inside, you can now click on done, and then that is done for you. You do that repeatedly for the remaining website. All right, so the next one is accommodation. This one, you do the next thing, the same thing for city attraction, the same thing for car renters. Put different of the website, their cost, the price, the link, everything, the pictures in different slides, right? And then that is it. On the conclusion, you can now draw a conclusion. So on the conclusion, you can just conclude a very simple stuff, right? Let's say from what I concluded, in conclusion, you can outline them. Let's say best this, let's say flight cost is this, destination takeoff this, just short lines to summarize everything. Best, everything that you have done, you just have to summarize it in your own way in the conclusion. Or you could just summarize it, with this was taken with accurate research and all of that, and it is how they call is this was taken with accurate research, and just put all the things that you want. If you don't want to write them in bullet, but I prefer in bullet because in bullet you actually summarize. Let's say flight destination, flight cost, and all of those things will be there. So the next slide is social norms. Social norms, for example, no, please, the conclusion is the last slide, please. I don't know why it's here, but the conclusion is the last slide. No, social norms is, of course, if you check these slides, this where I told you we were talking about, we have slides here. We have social norms here. All right, so we have budget, we have itinerary, we have not gotten there. We'll soon finish, please. I'll soon round up. Social norms is like when you go to someone's country, what do they do there most in the social aspect? Like there are countries where you go there to greet someone, you peg them here, it's normal. There are some that even kiss them, it's normal. There are some is only handshake, it's normal. If you come to Nigeria, in the Yoruba part of Nigeria, they portray them for you. All those things are social norms. So you have to Google it on Google and ask what are the social norms in Paris, France, and they will come up. Just get some of them down and put here. That's it, simple like that. Then the next slide is pre-trip preparation. This one, this pre-trip preparation is like an itinerary. So if I zoom it in, you can see book flights, secure accommodation. See, I've given you an overview of what you were supposed to do. Most of this thing will take me time, but I explained that in the video on how to use it with PC. If you're in this course, I always advise watch the 2 videos. I always advise. Most of the questions you will ask me, I cover in both of the videos. If I don't cover here, I cover here. Some of they are not intentional, but because you see that I'm not teaching with book, so the way they flow is the way I'm giving them. All right, so you can see here, you can see the packing list here, the travel, but the budget, and you can align it in table like this. This is from his house to the airport. This is what it will cost him. The price, this is what it will cost him. The visa submission, this is what it will cost him. The food, this is what it will cost him. The car renting, this is what it will cost him. Just summarize everything with their prices. All right, you come here, you see, and all of this. These are the slides I use in teaching those people. These things slides here are the automated slide that came with that slide. Now we have used up to this point. We don't need all these slides. So what we have to do is we cannot delete them. Click on it, delete this slide, click on it like this. Sorry, I can click on this as well, and then I can delete this slide. There should be a place to delete the slide. So maybe I did not click the right thing. So just be deleting the slides that you don't need and add the ones that you need. All right, it's pretty simple like that from phone. And then one more thing again, which is the most important and the last thing, is what we call the table of contents. Now you have to be very technical with creating the table of content. Now what I want you to do is that create all the slide presentation before you come and create the table of content. You can insert a new page just before the introduction to put the table of content. But some people who are experts, somewhere like me, I will create or already create both the slide presentation and it's both the table of content and everything straight to the ground. But the reason why I'm saying you should do that is because you need to know what you are doing first. Maybe at the end of the day, you may decide to add more slides, you may decide to add more things, all right? But me, once why I say I'll create it from the beginning is that I already outlined everything that I'll be doing in the slide. Like I showed you in that slide, we'll be having 11 slides. So I already have an overview of what I'm doing. So I'll just be doing it like that. Then at the end of the day, I will now return back to the table of contents and do linking, which I'm about to show you. And is the last thing. So what is linking? Linking is, you can see that almost all these things here are linked. All right. Now linking is, sorry, let me take this down and click here. Linking is, you see that we have introduction. The introduction space is the first one, and then the entry adhesive requirement is the second one. But you have to link each page to the table of contents. Do you know why? You have to link all the pages that you have done the slides to the table of content. Do you know why? Because it is not all clients or all bosses that likes reading everything. Some of them may be interested in that budget slide. So all you have to do is give them that advantage that when you click on budget, it takes them directly to that slide instead of them for them to scroll and all of that. So to be professional, you link all of these things. And how do you link it? All you have to link it is, let's come here. And let's say this slide here is the slide presentation. Now, this is not the slide presentation, sorry. So I think the other thing went off. So let me return back and click the slide so that it will give me what I want. I'll click on it again. It is now giving me what I want. I just returned back and came back. All right. So let me come back to the table of contents, and then let's say this but this slide here is budget. All right. And I want to copy the link of this and link it to the table of content. All I have to do is click on it like this, and then if I click on this slide, I click on the slide, you see three things appear up. Click on that three dotted line under delete and that circle. That circle means the comment. But click on those three dotted lines and you see where we have copy page style lock. We have copy link to this page. Very important. Let me do it again. So you just click here and then you see these three dotted line that we have here. Click on them. And then you can see, or if you don't want to click on this three dotted line because it's too tiny, there is more we have down here. Click on this more and you see we have copy link to this page. Click on the copy link to this page. The link has been copied. All we have to do is come back to our table of contents, and under budget, I have to highlight it. Sorry, I have to highlight the budget. That's the budget we are trying to link. You have to highlight on the budget and then you click on this link just the way we did it from the other time. Click on this link and then I'll have to, oh, sorry, I didn't press it. Okay, I pasted the link. Then here, and ensure that the display mode is link. I click on apply. Sorry, let me, oh my God. Sorry, the thing is taking me back. These are some of the mistakes that you'll be doing. It is happening to me here too. So I'll just let me increase it, just arrange it the way you want to arrange, and then click on it, click on this link, and then paste the link here, and then click on done. Once you paste the link and click on done, you will see that budget has automatically been underlined, showing you that it has been linked. All right, all these ones that are underlined shows that they have been linked to their pages. So let me link one again so that you can be able to understand. So let's say this page here, or let's say this free page here is city attraction page, for example. Or let me see if I can find city attraction page. City attraction page. Okay, this is the page. All I have to do is click on more, copy link to this page, and then come back to the table of contents, city of attraction, click on it, highlight it. I just click on it and then highlight. Just click on highlight like this. Highlight all of them, please. All of that sentence. Not all the table of content, but all this sentence like this. And then you can now see this link here. Click on the link here and then paste that link. Click on apply, and this has been applied, and it's very simple. And then the last but not the least is that once you are done with this work, once you are done with your work and you know that, oh, I'm done, you cross check everything, please go and start from the introduction and cross check everything and ensure that everything is accurate, everything is 100% correct before the colors, the typographical error, because you are being a professional, you are submitting to someone who has money, somebody who is a big person. So you have to cross-check your work and ensure that everything is okay. There's any correction, you correct them, and then all of that. Once you are done, you can now share the link of this page with your boss. How do you share the link of that page? I don't know why this is formally like this, please. Let me always come back. It will always take you back like this. So if to copy the link of this page, all you have to do is click on share. Now if I click on share, they ask me download and they ask me share a link. Now let me say something here. Except your boss wants you to download it and send to him. If not, the best thing as a virtual assistant to share document with clients is always to share links, right? If you want you to share, download it, then download it as PDFs, not as images. So if you can click on download, and then you can see here we have PDF standard. So you can leave it on PDF standard and click on download. It will be downloaded and sent to him. But if he doesn't want it on PDF, all you have to do is you can now click download it and share the link. And to share the link, you can click on share, and then you can click on share link. And then under this share link, you can put your boss email and then click on send. This work will be sent to him directly on his email, and he'll be able to access it. Or you can quickly come down. I don't know, there's a place where to actually copy the link. Those of you who will be doing it from laptop or phone, you should see it. Now let's click on let me click on public link. Click on public link, and then the link is already here. Create a public link and then copy the link. All right, this is the link here. Click on copy and then send it to your boss for him to do. So this is how to actually do this. It's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Now this thing will not be that swift the first time, especially if you're using phone. But I want you to recap. I want you to redo it again. Don't be in the haste. Don't be. I know that I promised that we're going to send just, but first master the skill. I will advise that you watch this video like 2-3 times, all right, and then practice like 2-3 times. It doesn't take anything. That's why I want you to devote the whole of the month to doing it. So if this thing is not clear for you, just retake it again. You will understand. And of course, if you have any question, ask me in the comment section. Meanwhile, I didn't even tell you to tell me in the comment section you're an active boss. I am an active boss. So just tell me in the comment section, Dennis, you're an active boss. Coach Dennis, you're an active boss. So thank you so much. I love you, and I will see you in the next class. You have been doing very well. We are covering a lot already, and in the next class you'll begin to enjoy it. So thank you. Check the video description for the video on how to get Canva Pro account for free, and I will see you in the next class.